When and what's coming in the summer update 2025? Today I will be finding out because I'm talking about the massive overall, the confirmed details, how many parts the update will have, the data of the update, and every single thing that could be possibly coming inside of the update. Now we already know a lot of things that are 100% coming, but first I want to talk about the fact how many parts will this update have, and OMB himself said that he thinks that we're going to get 2 parts. But I personally said that we're going to get 3 parts, he said, and definitely not 1. He's thinking that the first part will be a fire department overall and the second part will be something else and probably like a smaller update, which I will be talking about pretty shortly because we have insane ideas. I mean, not ideas, like things that could actually be coming. Now he says that 3 parts are unlikely because of many elements. It's already pretty late because if we're going to compare this to the previous years, we've seen that this year's is actually a pretty late one, but I'll be talking about the dates later on. First, let's talk about what will be coming. First off, we know that this is like 99.9% sure is a fire department update, and a massive overhaul is coming with new firefighting equipment and maybe even a fire department revamp and possibly a new location. So this is going to be part 1 of the update, and I mean we all know it now, and I guess they're working on this pretty long time ago because I made the video in like April or something, and that's when it was hyped, and they also made a tweet about it that it's just like coming. Everybody knows it by now, but when is it coming? Well, I'm expecting that it's coming somewhere in July, which means that a new teaser is coming nearby. Because of course we got the car interiors. We've seen it, it's been there, it was a mistake, but also the same with the apartment that we got. Because in November already, people have seen that we've gotten this new apartment with an interior. So we're getting car interiors and building interiors, which could even lead to a courthouse. That would be insane. Will it be for the summer update? Not sure. Now a lot of people wanted some new types of transport. I'm talking about jet skis, boats, motorcycles, semi-trucks. Are they coming? Possibly. But there's a lot of debate on it because, well, boats only get one purpose, which is you could use it as fishing, but the map is just too small. Now let's not forget something else, because everybody has been overlooked on this, but the car chassis is definitely important. Because we got a new developer and he's currently working on it, which could mean that this summer is the date for it. Now OMB thinks that we still need to wait for this, but still, I don't know. Another thing that people have been speculating is a weapon customization. And personally, I don't know if this will be happening. It's cool, but is it necessary? I mean, what in my opinion is more necessary and would probably get a high priority is a DOT update, because we haven't got one in a while. And I guess they need some more stuff to make it more interesting so more people play it. Now we also have to talk about this again. Map size, server size. We currently have 40 players that can go into one server. Is that enough? Well, for some people it clearly isn't, because somehow they need 50 players. And I mean, I kind of understand it, but are they going to do this? I don't really think so, because the amount of lag and all that stuff. I think the developers are going to wait with that until we get a new map expansion. Talking about that, we also know that a map expansion could be coming. Now, what if that would be coming? Then I'm thinking we're either gonna get a new revamp in the other city, or we're getting some new highways and possibly tunnels. And all the rest, let's leave it, because I always say the same thing. The map is already pretty big, right? Now the thing that I personally want is AI drivers. Let's be honest, when you're driving in Springfield, there's absolutely nothing to do. So I guess that would make the game a little bit more alive. And also, a lot of other games already have this. This either could be great or complete chaos, like in GTA, for example. Now another thing is a VC radio, because we've already seen in the other games, so ERLC might as well do it. And this would make communication way easier. No more typing, hitting that T button and then needing to type while you're chasing. And that would be so much easier. Now, not so long ago we got the problem with Ford, and that's why they had to remove all the vehicles. Now this could get a big change, because I think the developers are now working on more fictionalized vehicles. And I guess every update we will be getting more and more. And for some of you this may be sad, because we've already seen the not so good stuff made out of it, but I guess it's just a necessary step that they have to take. And I mean, the previous one that they did completely wrong, we had such a big riot that they had to change it back to normal. So I mean, it already says enough, right? Now I also want to quickly talk about this, because yes, ERLC could most likely be a part of it. Now we all know, if you don't, we're getting a hatch. It's kind of like the egg hunt that we got like in 2018. They tried to get it back, but sadly the community still doesn't really like it, because we have some problems. First, I want to talk about the fact that we got the head and all the information that we got right here. It's the largest event Roblox has ever produced, 1,000 experiences, so the chances of ERLC getting added is pretty high, but that doesn't mean that they will, because of course the summer update makes a big part of it. If they say, no, we're too busy with the summer update and we won't join it, well then that's it, like that's an answer. It will be starting July the 2nd, which is already pretty soon, and we haven't really heard anything, so we still have to wait for that. But let's be honest, a lot of the games haven't really told anything, and there's not really any leaks or anything yet, so we have to wait for that. But still, this is kind of how the game will work. Actually take between 2 and 3 minutes to find, and then you can find them. It's on find and seek style, so all of that, it looks pretty cool. Some people may or not like it because it's just basically a hide and seek. That's not the biggest deal, because we have a problem with this guy right here. Some of you may already heard about it, but I still want to talk about him because yes, he has made some games that are pretty weird. These games are not so pretty okay, but that's not it. He's also dating a minor, and he's done some pretty weird stuff in the past. Now he's been banned, then he came back, banned, came back, and now we're here. He's still here, and people have been hating on him. People made petitions to boycott the hatch, and now we also got this right here. Minitoon, also known as a developer or the head developer of Piggy, has said this right here. In light of recent events, we won't be participating in the hatch event any longer unless Roblox takes action. We cannot with good consequence support their event knowing they invited a bad actor to take part. All that stuff. Now Roblox 12 hours ago, which is pretty new, has said that they have removed him. Yet they didn't. I mean, it could be that he isn't banned and that he just got like removed out of the event. Some developers have been saying that it is, but still people aren't really happy with it. There's still a lot of problems with it. Hasn't been handled well. They are saying it's a top priority, blah, blah, blah. So basically what they were saying right here is that they're gonna re-examine everything. They're gonna do everything again, see who's gonna join, because like I think we still have 950 developers left or something. That's what I heard, that are still gonna participate, and all the rest just have decided not to join. Will they join back? I don't know. Does it mean that ERLC will not join? I don't know. Like, we don't have an answer on that. But still, trust me, it could be that they have joined it and said, well, I mean, we're so busy with summer update, we aren't gonna join. Maybe they won't join either. Like, there's no real answer for it. I already saw OMB's video about it, and he also said, we just don't know. Now, whoa, the big thing. When is the summer update coming? Well, let's go back. A year ago, we got our first update on the June of 8th. Bro, that's 10 days ago. We haven't got anything yet. So yes, an update is not really delayed, not at all. But it's a little bit longer. In 2022, we also got no summer update at all, and the same for 2021. Of course, we did get an update, but it was pretty early. For example, 2021 was June the 19th, which is pretty much yesterday. But yeah, so that was my mistake. I will probably be repeating that a lot more, so keep that in mind. We of course did got a summer update both of the years. So in 2024 this was a whole different thing, because in the June 1st we got 3 DOT trails and a lot of different stuff. Then June the 18th we've already gotten our first teaser, and then July the 1st we got our first summer update. And is this going to be exactly the same this year? It could be. There's no chance that it isn't, but in case it's going to be 2 parts, I think we have to wait until mid-June, and then somewhere like mid-August. Now this could still be that a teaser is coming this weekend, and some are even predicting that an update is already coming next week, which of course could be, but since we haven't heard anything and the community is just down, it would be pretty weird if they would just say, yo, next week update, and then the community needs to wake up out of nowhere, which they aren't really prepared for, because I think it will definitely take, I think, a little bit longer than a week until between the difference of the update and the teaser itself. Now you guys know, I have to say it 1000 times, they can change, they can be weird, okay guys, you know it. They can make a teaser today and tomorrow update, you understand? Yes, pretty weird, yeah, I like that. So now I'm going on to you. Which feature do you like the most? What are you the most excited for? And do you think it will be in 3 parts or in 2 parts? Or maybe even one big update? update? Let me know in the comments, and while you're scrolling down to the comments, make sure to just click that subscribe button because you're just spreading love, and that's just what I love. Damn, that doesn't rhyme, but that sounds like something. Whatever. Oh yeah, and don't forget to turn on the notifications, and then every new update and every new teaser, I will be the first one to make a video about. Ciao ciao! Wow, why did I say ciao ciao? Just bye bye, okay?